Hello guys, this is presenting Uncanny X-Men issue number 32. Hope you guys will like it. So here we go with the latest Pull.com review, and this review is totally narrating and the whole covering up with the whole story. So Avengers vs X-Men was released on April 4, 2012. The Marvel Summer event brought the idea of Cyclops insisting the Phoenix Force was the answer to the mutants problem. This became an underlying theme throughout most of Marvel's books, but it was most reinforced throughout Uncanny X-Men. The book's name should have been was Cyclops, right? Now, almost 3 years later, we finally have our answer. But the question for the reader is, was it worth the wait? So Uncanny X-Men 32 picks up at the conclusion of original sin story arc. Cyclops and Havoc have finally reunited and discussed what Cyclops' next move will be. This issue is the turning point of the story in the series. As readers are taking in the story, they understand the light is at the end of the tunnel, which Bendis is working feverishly to get to. So Bendis does a great job of balancing the moving Cyclops story along with simultaneously wrapping up the aftershock of his actions from the original sin story. However, this is also Bendis' downfall. Characters that had so much potential, Eva Bell, Christopher Muse, David Bond, and even Fabio Medina, were all quickly whisked away. If they just end up staying at the Jean Grey School, readers should be highly let down. The rest of the story dives into Scott and Emma's unique relationship. This scene is the most crucial for the story series. The reader finally understands what Cyclops' endgame was. Unfortunately, it was not worth 3 years of hype. This scene, which should have commanded so much more, feels almost blended or rushed in with the rest of the issue. So while the story seems to stay level, the art in this issue deserves praise. Chris Bachalo has been a treat to fans. The pencil work in this issue was fantastic. Detail in each character was pleasing to the eye. Bachalo easily has been a selling point for the series and should have his just choice of what he wants to work on next for Marvel. Bendis should be applauded. He gets a lot of criticism for his writing, but at the end of the day, he is super cool and he's really successful on giving the total entertainment to the readers. But he has done great work with both of his X-Men titles. So here we go with some IGN review. This is by Jesse. So this issue is very Cyclops focused as our hero deals with his inner conflict and lingering guilt over his hand in Xavier's death. Having already forcibly transferred his students to the Jean Grey School, he seems ready to finally abandon his cause completely and turn himself over to S.H.I.E.L.D. What ensues is a very dialogue-driven issue as Cyclops argues his case with both Emma Frost and Havoc. Bendis explores those two complicated relationships to great effect. He delivers what could serve as a final word on Scott and Emma's romance, and he reveals the bond between the two Wave-on Summers brothers. Bendis' non-linear approach to the script as two timelines coexist and intersect also helps keep the pace humming despite the lack of action. But overall, it's great and really enjoying, so you can give it a good rating. Admittedly, it's strange to see how Havoc is portrayed here in light of his role in Axis. He was one of the few characters whose personality remained inverted at the end of the story. In fact, what last we saw Havoc, he was holding Wasp hostage and acting quite the villain. How he transitioned from that state back to a more calm, level-headed personality is unclear for now. I'm going to assume that there is a reason for this discrepancy and it's not merely a case of editorial words being mismatched. I don't really care to read about an evil Havoc in the context of this story anyway, but I will like it if the story bends in that way. Dialogue-driven issues are not generally artist Chris Bachalo's forte, as we saw at times in the previous arc. However, Bachalo handles the script well. His stylized approach does its part to keep the energy level high despite the somber tone of the story. So Uncanny X-Men starts with getting back on track thanks to a Cyclops-centric news story. So this is gonna get from IGN that 8.0. This is a solid 8 out of 10 rating. So hope you guys have liked it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more amazing issues and shows, and comment below how you think about this review. And really great, and just go to the store, buy this book. It will help the creators and you can enjoy the full comic book story only in the hardcovers. Reviews are for just pre-mental satisfaction or preparation. Have a great day.